Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm KPG, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses Maddening. Today, we're going to go ahead and finish up exploring the monastery for Chapter 16. We started this in the last episode after we finished the Chapter 15 mission. And yeah, so it's probably just going to be a little bit more chill. We're probably just going to, I don't know, do some talking to people, some supports, which we're probably going to start with, and then, I don't know, go from there. We might get around to checking out one of the paralogs. I'm thinking we're going to scope Hubert's paralog because I have a feeling it might be a little, well, maybe not a feeling, but more like I'm hopeful that it might be a little bit easier than the Petra Bernadetta paralog, and then I'm hoping that maybe we can do that before attempting the other paralog again, because I really don't want to do it. It's very difficult, so I would like to get as much experience elsewhere before we try that one again. So I'm definitely thinking we're going to check out Hubert's paralog. I mean, we could definitely check out Edelgard's paralog. Maybe it's not as bad, but I've been told that it's difficult, so I'm just going off of that. Who knows, maybe it's even worse than Petra and Bernadetta, their paralog somehow. But yeah, we're going to start with some supports because we got those going, so we'll do that. Yeah, I guess Edelgard and Linhardt have 4 supports together. I really wouldn't have guessed that. I really wouldn't have guessed that they would have had such a deep connection, but it seems to be so. So let's do the first of the 2A supports and see what's going on between these two.
I finally found you.
These structures were built more than 1,000 years ago and still remain. Amazing. Most interesting, there's a pattern to the saints' emblems carved into each of the sarcophagi.
Are they in the Holy Tomb or something?
Here, you'll see if you come take a look.
Kind of looks like the Holy Tomb. Back in Chapter 11, that's where we were. I'm pretty sure, because that looks like the stairs leading up to the throne behind Linhardt. I'm not sure.
Perhaps another time. Right now, I have something to discuss with you. You've said before that you don't care about the usefulness of your research. After giving it some thought, I decided that I'd like to create an institute, and I'd like for you to lead it.
Sorry, I think the recording messed up there. But yeah. Interesting.
All you would need to do is carry out whatever research you like. Somebody else will decide how to make use of your findings.
Wouldn't it make more sense to have Hanneman lead it? Oh well. I'm sure Hanneman will just be the one to digest the research and find a use for it.
What do you think? I imagine such an environment would suit you quite well.
Let's be clear that I have my reservations, but I suppose I'll take you up on your offer, if you insist. Although I'm unsure if it's a good idea. If my research dries up, you'll be stuck with a worthless institute.
Once again, we have Hanneman. I'm sure there'll be some use for it.
I do hope you understand that, Your Majesty.
Why are you skeptical about my proposal?
It's because all I've ever cared about is following my own curiosity, wherever it takes me. Being head of some institution and researching as part of an organized team sounds like no fun at all. At that point, it's not research, it's just a job. And one I've been practically forced into at that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
However, since I know you've put a lot of effort into preparing this opportunity for me, and since I like you well enough, I will, begrudgingly, take you up on the offer.
Well then, I suppose I should be grateful. But I'll be honest. I see little point in bringing you on board if you're so troubled by the idea. Let's put this idea on hold for the moment. I'll figure something out for you by war's end. I have great respect for your talent, Linhardt. I'm certain I can find a way to make use of it that's to your liking.
Alright, she's just trying to help him out. Not bad. Maybe, I don't know, maybe she just wants to... I don't know, why specifically does she want to help Linhardt out so much? I'm curious. I wonder if we'll find out in the second A support. I don't know. I don't really remember. I just feel like in the other supports, she was criticizing him for not, like, trying hard enough, not giving enough effort into training and stuff. And then later on, she's like, oh, well, you do research and stuff. That's pretty cool. And now she's, like, trying to, I don't know, figure out a way to put that to use. But I don't know why she's, like, so interested in that. Like, does she just want to be, I don't know, does she just want to be friendly with Linhardt, form a connection or something? I don't know. I'm interested. We still haven't reached A support with, between Edelgard and Byleth. That's a bit interesting. Kind of surprised, but it is what it is. Sylvain is going to be chatting up some girls. We got B support with Bernadetta and a C support with Lysithea. So I guess let's do it.
I looked everywhere. I guess Sylvain must still have it. Huh? When did this book get here? Wait, this is mine. And there's something sticking out of it. A letter? Dear author, I read your manuscript quite by accident and duly apologize. However, I also write today to inform you that I enjoyed your story tremendously. I laughed and cried as the heroine overcame her many obstacles, growing stronger with each step. Your literary style presents a unique perspective. I could sense you watching over the protagonist. Wow, so many compliments, and so much attention to detail. The girl's failures are as compelling as her triumphs. Since authors are told to write what they know, I believe your tale would not have been so convincing were it not for your own experiences.
Is it Sylvain that wrote this letter? I'm pretty sure he told her about reading a story of hers in the first support we saw. I don't exactly remember. It's been a little bit, but I'm just basing it off of what's going on right now.
What? My own experiences? That's a weird way to give praise. Who wrote this anyway? Who would read my story so carefully and then write this long letter to tell me about it? Whoever it is, they must be wonderful. Someone like my dear old uncle.
I don't think your uncle's here at the monastery with us.
I do hope my letter inspires you to keep writing. Looking forward to the next chapter. Your devoted fan, Sylvain.
Oh, well, yeah, it is him. He signed it, even.
What? Sylvain? It can't be!
Anyone but Sylvain. No!
Hey, Bernadetta, did you read my letter?
Oh, jeez. Was he just watching that whole time, waiting for her to finish? So that's a little creepy, Sylvain. I mean, it's probably not any creepier than some of the other things you've done, I would assume, but still pretty creepy.
How long have you been standing there?
Only for like the past 5 minutes while you were reading the entirety of that letter.
I'm sorry, but I fell head over heels for your story. It's so good, and I just had to tell you about it. So, what do you say? Will you write more? Why don't we talk literature over some tea?
Oh, I see your plan now. You're out to humiliate me. Very clever, but I'm not falling for it.
Alright, and that's all we ever get to see from that. I feel like that one should have an A rank support, just because that wasn't really resolved. I mean, I guess, like, yeah, he liked the letter, or he liked the story, and he gave her a letter saying that he liked the story, but, I mean, they never, like, resolved the situation, because Bernadetta still felt awkward and ran away. I don't know. Well, anyway, now, is Sylvain going to try to flirt with Lysithea? Because if so, that might be a little weird.
Lysithea, I have to say, you're really impressive. I respect you a lot, and I thought I should tell you.
Okay.
Okay,
It's just,
sure.
you know, you're 4 years younger than me, but you work really hard at everything. I mean, when I was your age, I wasted all my time just goofing off and doing whatever I wanted.
Doesn't look like much has changed for you since then.
Dang, got him there.
And unlike you, I don't have time to waste, so leave me be.
Are you going to do some extra magic training? I'd be happy to join you, if you don't mind. What do you want to start with?
I am absolutely disinterested in spending any time with you.
I love how absolutely direct she is about it.
What is it you want anyway? Clearly, you haven't been listening to a word I've been saying. Perhaps it's because I'm younger. You see fit to ignore me when I speak. Is that it?
What? No. Age has nothing to do with it. You're amazing. You're true to yourself. You know what you want and who you are. Not a lot of girls I know can say that.
Ah, so it isn't my age that's to blame for you breezing over my wishes. It's my gender.
What? Where did you get that idea? I'm just trying to praise your smarts and hard work and everything. It's impressive how someone so young...
There's age. It's like...
Your lack of self-awareness is deeply troubling.
Yeah, you're kind of just making the situation worse,
What I'm
Savant.
aware of is you trying to pick a fight. Calm down, kiddo.
Look, I'm really busy. Super, extremely, inordinately busy. I've got one last thing to say to you.
And what would that be?
I'm skilled with magic, and my abilities are finely honed. It's not like I need someone for target practice.
No, but I do.
Well, poor Sylvain. Poor Sylvain, no one to train with. Yeah, I believe he has a secret affinity for... Would it be an inventory? I guess. I believe he has a secret inventory for reason. Yeah, he does. I never worked on it because I never bothered, but... I mean, you could definitely make him into a Dark Knight if you wanted to. My Sylvain probably wouldn't do too well about that because he's level 27 and he's got 12 magic, so he's far beyond the point of trying to make him into a Dark Knight. But, I mean, he does have an affinity for it if you unlock it, so I guess if that's your thing, you can definitely do that. But that is all of our supports for now. So I guess now I have to try to remember who I've talked to already and who I haven't and try to sort that out. So it would appear that Caspar is around here somewhere, as well as Anna, and she has another mission for us, which is pretty cool. Oh, and this little girl also has a mission. There's two right next to each other. Okay.
I need your help.
When you got home from after eating, you realized the special thing Anna asked you to look after had vanished. Well, that explains why she's by Anna. Anna's heirloom. Why were you... Okay, why would she give you that to look over? I feel like that's a little too important to just give to a child, Anna.
There's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merchants seem to be endangered. I hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals.
You can never just make it about other people. You gotta always drop something in there, don't you? Yeah, more secrets. 6 this time, but we get a talisman for our troubles, which would probably just get fed to Yuritsa because he is way better than everyone else. So, now my question is, did those stat boosting items get refreshed or not? It does not look like they did. Which, to be fair, it's fair that they didn't. I know I initially said I was hoping that they didn't, but given how much I've been struggling recently, I don't think I would have really minded too much if they actually did refresh these.
Is that
But it seems that that's not the case. I'm definitely going to take a talisman because I think Yuritsa definitely just needs to get more and more buff, right? I mean, I could give it to Byleth. He's got 19 res as a sword master. He's got a little bit more when he is the enlightened one. I could give it to Edelgard. And honestly, that might not be a bad idea because she's already got 21 res. And if I wait with her, she gets another 4 res, right? Because Imperial Lineage. Yes. And then if I gave her another 2, that would just be even better. Also, I switched around some of the abilities off screen, I believe. Just because I thought there was some better combinations I could do, and I gave her resistance +2. I mean, yeah, giving her more and more resistance might not be a bad idea. Because if I do, like I said, if I do that, I might be able to make her into like an absolute tank, especially if we promote her into, or if we change classes into a Fortress Knight, or maybe into the Emperor class. I definitely think she could be really, really tanky if we did something like that. But on the other hand, Yuritsa is like just our absolute like best unit, hands down. I mean, yeah, he's sitting at 30 defense right now. If we gave him this talisman, he'd have 25 resistance to go along with that. Yeah, he's really good. Do I want to do him, or do I want to do Edelgard? I feel like we just need one unit that is just absolutely busted beyond all belief, and I think that's got to be Yuritsa. I think if we want any chance of beating some of the more difficult maps, we just need to pump everything we've got into Yuritsa and just make him into an absolute monster. Because I think that's the only way we're going to ever be able to do this, really. I think if I was prepared, if I had been better prepared early on, I think this could have been better. But, I don't know. Based on where we are right now, I just think we got to kind of turn Yuritsa into, like, an absolute beast. I think that's really our only chance.
All right, off to the kingdom's capital we go. What's the matter? Should I not be excited?
I'll be as excited as you want.
I can't help it. Everyone's got to have something to look forward to.
Hey, man, if that floats your boat, then let's do this.
What's the...
Although, aren't you part of the group that knows that we're not actually going there? Did Edelgard not tell you the secret plan? I was going to try to give him something because he's looking not very motivated.
Yeah, that's...
Hey, we did give him one. Cool. Yeah. Maybe we didn't tell him. Is this in the dining hall or whatever? I think that's the Anna's heirloom is the glowing thing on the map over here. The Wealth of Anna, a mysterious notebook Anna gave to a girl. It doesn't seem right to flip through it. Let's flip through it. I want to see what's in there. It's not like she'll have to know. She'll never know that we looked through it. Well, whatever. Let's give it to this girl and get our reward. Albanian Berry Blend, Armored Bear Stuffy, and 500 points of renown. I think the renown is honestly the best part about it. And we also got a tomato. That's pretty cool, I guess. Did we do gardening? Or, gosh. We must have, right? We must have, but I'm just going to double check. We must have. Yeah. Because we already talked to Lysithia. So I figured, but, you know, I thought it might be worth it to just check again. We already did the tournament, too. We had to have, right? Because we already have talked to Felix. So, it's got to be the case. We talked to everyone in here, including Flesh. Not Flesh. Flesh. That's what we're going with, so it doesn't sound as awkward. I guess we're going to the cathedral now. Wow, we talked to more people than I remembered talking to in the last episode. We might actually have a chance to do a few turns in the paralogue that we start. We might actually be able to make a little bit of progress. Anyway, all we do is battle. The fighting never stops, and it's turning everyone's disposition sour or dour. Even the ladies. We should throw a banquet to lift everyone's spirit. Good idea. It's too soon to let down our guard. How selfless of you. I think Sylvain wants the how selfless of you. What? No, he knows he's... Yeah, I guess he knows he's full of crap, and he didn't want me to lie about it. Or not full of crap, I guess. What I'm saying is he knows he has got his own angle to that. He's not doing it as a selfless thing. He's got his own benefit. He gets his own benefits from it.
Serving the church. However, now all that comes from the church is talk of spilling blood. Now that we've even lost Sedith, the possibility of the church returning to its former power is slim. Today, I came to beg the goddess to grant me leave to quit my position. From tomorrow, I live by my own values.
Good for you. Not bad. I don't blame you. Rhea has gone a little bloodthirsty, that's for sure. So what else is here anyway? Taking care of business, and so everything is just Hubert. Hubert is the man with the quests. Where is Sylvain anyway? Hey, my man. I'm sorry that you didn't like my response, but you know, I was just trying to tell you what you wanted to hear, and apparently that's not what you wanted to hear. So, my bad. But yeah, anyways, going back to like the whole preparedness thing, I started another. Let's talk to Sylvain first, and then we'll.
Some people are so in awe of King Dimitri.
Then I'll say it.
They call him the Tempest King.
The Tempest King.
After he wins, there won't be anything left. He'll be a storm, leaving nothing behind. He hates the Empire so much, he's willing to do anything to bring it down.
He wasn't like that before?
Then again, maybe we just didn't actually know him at all. We'll be fighting Dimitri and his troops soon. We all ought to train a little harder if we want to stay alive.
Do you have anything? But yeah, anyway, what I was saying is, I know I've said this earlier on in the series at some point, but I did end up starting another Maddening playthrough of the one route I haven't done yet. Or, I mean, other than this one, of course, because I haven't finished this one, or the church route, I guess, but I also started a playthrough of doing Dimitri's route with the blue lions and stuff, and just based on, like, everything I've learned through this playthrough, I was able to be so much better prepared. Like, I've been doing so much better. Excuse me. Yeah, I've just been, like, doing super well. Let's stop by this guy and see if we have enough renown for anything. And I was even able to recruit every single unit that was available as well, which was pretty crazy, honestly. I wish I could have done something like that for this playthrough. That would have been awesome, but I just wasn't, like, thinking about it. I wasn't as prepared as I should have been, you know. So it is a bit unfortunate. We do have enough for EXP plus 10, and I do want to do it here because, like I said, I'm gunning for that strength and speed max plus 5. I'm not sure we'll get there, but it's entirely possible Yuritsa might with his strength. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, if the cap, I don't know what the cap is already, but if it is low for some reason, this will definitely help. So
This one?
I don't know. EXP plus 10% is always good anyway, so I don't really... I mean, I'm not upset about it, so... Yeah, hopefully that means we'll be able to get levels a little bit faster now. Edelgard is chilling in the second floor dormitory. I'm not quite sure why, but let's check on her. Maybe this is her old room. Don't come in here. What? Why not?
Professor, halt! Don't come in here.
Hasn't this happened before? I don't know. I don't remember.
I thought I told you to forget about that. There's something I don't want you to see.
Is it a portrait?
So, you know about it. Yes, it's a portrait of you. I painted it myself.
Did I miss something? I don't remember this.
It's, quite disgraceful. I did a terrible job with it, and it looks nothing like you.
It's a nude painting. It's like, dang it, Edelgard. Thank you for that,
I'm happy
Edelgard.
that you appreciate my efforts, but please don't touch that door.
You know, locking it won't do anything. I've got the Sword of the Creator. Actually, how's her motivation doing? I know this is totally boring, going through absolutely everything to see if anyone owns it, but we really are starving for some motivation here. And I think we definitely could benefit from this. The annotated dictionary has to be Petra's. Gosh, we really never finished handing this stuff out. We got so much. Alright, well, none of that is hers, so let's give her a regular old gift. What would she like? Do you like animals or cute things? Violet. Exotic spices. Blue cheese. Hey, I would like that. Blue cheese is awesome.
Thank you for that.
Let's give her an armored bear stuffy. I love blue cheese, like, a lot. When I was young, I used to, like, have, like, chicken wings all the time. Like, buffalo wings, and, like, I would always use blue cheese sauce. So then I guess, I don't know, I guess just now I just really like blue cheese just as a result of that. I don't know. Some people don't like it, but I don't know. I do. It does have, like, a distinct taste, though.
1,000 years ago, of which we have no real evidence today. So many, in fact, that I'm led to wonder if those relics are nothing more than legends, especially since we know of relics like those passed down in the families of the 10 Fodlan elites.
Well, what if there really were more? That'd be pretty crazy. Well, technically there are 11, if you count the Sword of the Creator. There are 10 normal ones and then the Sword of the Creator. So there's actually 11. Anyways, any of this stuff yours? Because, like, I've got... Thank you. We don't really need to get their motivation to full, but 3 out of 4 is good enough, so I'll just go with that.
You must know about the Western Church in the Kingdom and the Eastern Church in the Alliance.
I know for a fact we've fought the Western Church before, and I'm pretty sure we helped the Eastern Church. Western Church we fought with, like, the whole situation with the plot to assassinate Rhea and stuff, and then the Eastern Church we helped when we went with Alois and Shamir to Deirdre and had, like, the worst experience ever with endless reinforcements of, like, assassins and thieves. Gosh, I hated that so much.
But you probably don't know about the Southern Church.
Oh, I
It
don't.
used to exist a long time ago in Enbar.
I actually haven't heard about the Southern Church before.
About 120 years ago, they had a massive insurrection. The bishop of the Southern Church who participated was exiled by the furious emperor. After that, the empire reconciled with the Central Church, but relations continued to be strained. That history has probably laid the groundwork for the current antagonism among the empire's citizens.
So that's why the Empire is not a fan of the Church. The insurrection thing. So the Southern Church was trying to take over, and the Emperor was having none of that, which, I mean, to be fair, that makes sense, but interesting. I didn't know about that. Anyway, what's here? Armor clasp.
I've got a dream, you know. Not that I think it'll actually come true, but it's nice to hope. I'd like to get out of Fodlan and travel across the sea. Maybe to Dagda. Maybe even past that.
Good for you, Bernadetta. That doesn't seem like you, but I mean, it's good change, I suppose.
I want to see all the wild jungles out there. The huge flowers and, ooh, the carnivorous plants. I know it's not realistic, and I know it's probably impossible, but that's what I'd like.
I'm sure. Well, actually, we're going to Bridget at some point. Whenever I get around to doing the paralogue, but I'm sure Pedro would be happy to have you in Bridget whenever, once this war is over. Because I would assume that the Alliance and Bridget are going to form really good relationships once this whole thing is over, considering Petra and Edelgard are really good friends. So I'm sure you can go whenever the heck you want. Really, none of these are yours? Here, you take an Armored Bear Stuffy. We really need to get motivation up because I'm tired of just doing like one and done session. It's like giving them one thing is not going to really help out that much. One instruction rather than 3 or 4. Like 3 or 4, that's good, especially because that gives even more chance to get a perfect, and then even more stuff, so I don't know.
How have we come to this? Fighting the Archbishop and her knights? I'd never imagined. I hate this so much. Professor, I tried. I gave treatment to everyone I could, but lives were still lost.
Yeah, some wounds apparently are too deep even for magic to heal. Yeah, because she uses both magic and traditional medicine. Whatever traditional medicine is in the world of Fire Emblem. I don't know, vulneraries, concoctions. Or actually, concoctions are probably also magical. Same with elixirs. I don't know what a vulnerary is, actually. I don't know what, like... I know it's a thing that restores 10 health, but I really don't know what a vulnerary actually is. Like, if it's based on something in real life, or if it's also some sort of magical thing, I really don't know.
The infirmary is as much a morgue right now as it is a place of care and healing.
Sad days. Anyways, any of this stuff yours? I've been carrying this all around. I've probably got a giant suitcase full of stuff at this point. Actually, with how much stuff I'm lugging around, I'm probably carrying like a whole wagon behind me at this point. With all this stuff. Really, is none of this yours? None of this? Come on, Manuela. Manuela! Gosh dang it, Manuela. Fashionable women.
Thank you.
That sounds like you. I guess you're not all that fashionable. Whatever. We'll get her motivation up to full. Actually, I don't know why I did that. We're not using Manuela.
What of this?
I wasn't thinking.
There's a school of sorcery in Ferdiad, which is staffed by the top minds of magical research. The study of crests and sorcery should not be separate.
I believe Annette went to that school, right? School of Sorcery in Ferdiad.
I've often thought I should pay them a visit someday. I never imagined I might end up invading the place with an army, though. Not how I imagined it at all.
Yeah, you'll be at the very rear of the army. You'll be nowhere near the front of the battle. Nowhere near it. In fact, you'll be so far away you won't be anywhere near myself or anyone of any actual use. Sorry, Hanneman. Your days of usefulness have long gone. There was a point in time when I, had some idea that maybe possibly we could use you, but nah, I've come to my senses and realized, I mean, why am I even doing this, really? We're not using you, but, I mean, it's better to I'd rather build support points by instructing him than just doing nothing at all, so I guess it's still better to raise his motivation than not, but not by that much.
This was a trying month, but we did manage to hold Garrig Mark. If only just. Honestly, I did not expect such strident supporters of the Archbishop as setteth in flame to flee. But with this victory, we have all but cornered the Church of Seros and its knights. The goddess above shall give way to the darkness that has long dwelled below.
I don't know about all that, but you know, you can think of whatever you'd like. Take down bandits. Sure. Gather requested resources. Do we have requested resources? We do.
Thank you.
I will always take money and renown. Those are two things that I am definitely down for. All right, cool. So I think that's everyone. Yeah, we've talked to everyone. Oh, except for Annette. Everyone except for Annette. She's up here, wherever here is. This is the 3rd floor. That's the Archbishop's room. It's Rhea's old room. It said she was up here. Oh, she is. What are you doing up here all alone, Annette?
I used to live in the kingdom capital with my parents. I know we've got no choice but to fight the kingdom, but I really don't want Ferdiad to become a battlefield. Lots of my old friends still live in the city, and many people there were kind to me. If fighting breaks out there, all of those people might get caught up in it.
Well, you definitely don't have to fight if you don't want to. We're not using you. That being said, whatever. We will just go for it, bite the bullet, and try to give her some stuff because I guess, now that I'm thinking about it, we could get supports, and that's a little bit interesting, I guess, so might as well. There's really nothing yours, because if so, this is a waste of my time. Well, whatever. Enjoy your day, Annette. I will get lost now. Alright, we already motivated her. I don't remember if we did anything with Sylvain. How motivated is Ferdinand? We might need to give him a gift. Or see if any of that long list of things belongs to him. Any one of those things. Well, there's people talking over here.
Next, we'll be headed to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad to begin the invasion, right?
I believe that is not the case.
I wonder if we can defeat the Tempest King. We have to.
I'm sure we'll be fine as long as Bernadetta can use Encloser, we'll be fine.
That was an unexpectedly fierce battle. The Knights of Seros were tough opponents. If the Archbishop had been there, we would have been in trouble. If it hadn't been for the efforts of the main force, who even knows?
Anyway, I went the exact opposite way of Ferdinand. Hey! Whoops. No, we're not doing advanced drills because you don't have anything of interest.
Oh!
The first thing was his! Alright, I will take it. Thank you, Ferdinand. You made that very easy for me, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate all that you do for me. Thank you. Anyways, where's Dorothea? I want to check her motivation now. Are you here? No, that is you. Although I also want to check your motivation. You are fully motivated, right? Because we had the talk about ice cream and stuff that you guys actually didn't get to see because the video got corrupted, which is fantastic. As always. Where are you? Dorothea. Okay, there you are. Cool. I don't know. No. Well, maybe, but not right now. Any of these things yours? I think she'll be the last one we try to motivate for right now. I think this will be enough to get us by for a little bit. But I do want to get her motivated. Especially because she is one of our key players for battling, so I do think it's important. None of this is hers, which is fantastic, of course. I don't think she likes fishing. Embroidery, handicraft? Yes. And let's give her a carnation. Because why not? Alright, now I guess we have to decide what we would like to do for the rest of our stuff. I don't remember if we did cooking. I think we did. I'm pretty sure I'd be very stupid if I didn't start with cooking, but I'm not sure. In any case, what do I want to work on? Faith, we're actually getting close to an A, actually. Although, we're closer to getting to B with Reason than we are to getting to A with Faith. So I guess we'll work on Reason. We'll get Reason to B rank with advanced drills. We need to do that 5 times. Ew, that's a lot, but then I guess we can move on to working on our Faith. First, I want to double check that we actually did cooking with the head chef. Good, okay, we did. I thought we did, but I was just wanting to make sure because I definitely could see myself forgetting. Who all does Reason? I'm sure Linhart does, right? I mean, I know he has to do Faith, but he probably does Reason as well. I would assume. That seems like something he would do. Yes, it is. Excellent. All right, now Hanneman and Hubert both probably give Reason. So let's go stop by Hubert real quick. Oh yeah, we'll definitely probably have time to start a paralogue and at least make a little bit of progress. The video is only about 35-ish minutes right now, and it's not going to take us much longer to do the rest of this, do the rest of these advanced drills. You know, if we could get a grade on any of these, that would be awesome, because then we could move on to Faith sooner. No, I did not want to do that, but cool, there's the Crest of Flames, in case anyone forgot what it looks like. That is how it is. Great. Only good. Manuela, do you happen to give Reason? I don't think you do. Nah, she gives Faith. I mean, I know we're going to do Faith next, so might as well do it while we're here then. Of course, there we get the grade. Whatever. Who else gives Reason? I would assume Annette would, because Reason's one of her main things. Probably Reason and Axe are probably the things she gives. I don't know. I never checked. I don't really think we've done it with her before. Yeah, Axe and Reason. Perfect. We can get Reason up to B rank. Let's do it. And now we get the grade. Okay, that's even more fitting. We get it.
This experience is critical.
We get it when it doesn't even matter for leveling it up. I mean, obviously it's better to get great than good anyway, but okay, so our Reason is now B rank. We get absolutely nothing for it, which is just fantastic. I was hoping maybe we'd get some new kind of magic, but no. So I guess we should have just hard focused on Faith. Well, whatever. So that's everything we wanted to do. And I guess we will end today's free time. I should have checked if we had any new supports with Byleth. But, you know what, it's a bit too late for that, so let's do our instruction now. Cool, so yeah, now we got quite a few people motivated. So I think it was a good idea to go give those gifts. And especially if we can get Byleth to be the MVP in another few battles, that'd be really good. Because then we would get some more motivation. Like Petra would turn green, Lysithea would turn green. Those that are orange would turn yellow, and, you know, stuff like that. Do we want to go with Edelgard? And if we do, what do we want to focus on? What are her goals, actually? I'm curious. Axe and armor. Well, we don't really need to focus on armor now, because she has enough armor to be a fortress knight, and I don't really foresee us using armor too much more after that, and I believe her class, whatever class she's in, will automatically give her armor experience, so I don't think it's too necessary. We're not going to do Reason, because we're not going to have her be in any class that uses Reason. I was thinking about it at one point in time, obviously, because it's at D+, but I don't think anymore, so I think we're going to do Sword and Axe. And her Axe is surprisingly low, considering, like, how long we've been playing. I feel like her Axe should be higher. Yeah, I feel like it should be almost at A+ by now, but it's not. Let's actually focus on it. Why not? I'm down. And she gets a perfect, which is awesome. So yeah, we'll focus on that. Hubert, I mean... honestly, we should just have him focus on Reason and Faith at this point, right? Because, I mean... right, he's already at C rank. We might as well just keep going with it. Because what else am I going to have him focus on? I mean, we could just double down on Reason. That's what it is right now, isn't it? Yeah, skill goal is the hands-off approach. Yeah, you know, we can do this for a little bit of time. At least until he reaches, like, S rank, maybe. That's fine, I guess. Ferdinand. What do we want to do? Well, I guess what are his goals? Riding and armored. So, I guess armor is what we want to focus on, because that's lower. Alright, cool. Linhardt. Yeah, Linhardt knows what's good. He's got almost S rank in his faith. Linhardt is going places. Let's focus on his reason, because that's getting somewhat close to A rank. And I would kind of like to see him hit that at some point. Caspar, we can definitely get him up to A+ in Brawling. So let's do that, see what he gets. Brawling prowess level 5, not too bad.
I'll get it.
And then I guess we'll pour everything else into Axe.
Thanks.
Yeah, Caspar's not doing too bad for himself. Caspar's definitely doing pretty good. And now, what do I want to do? Do I want to do Bernadetta, or do I want to do Dorothea? Or actually probably Yuritsa, right? Yeah, we probably want to just do Yuritsa, because he is the greatest, after all. We probably want to get his lance skills up to S rank soon, so let's just dump everything in there. Alright, good for everything. That's fine. I understand. He's already great enough elsewhere. He doesn't need to be perfect everywhere, I guess. Anyone's goals I want to change? Nah, it's probably fine. Alright, well, group tasks, what am I doing? These two. Right, because Sylvain needs to get up higher. I should have focused on Sylvain's motivation, actually, because we still need to work on making him into a paladin. Whatever. Yeah, we'll leave that as is. Sounds good to me. Alright, cool.
May I ask?
Sure, why not? Death is an inevitable result of military conflict. Not only soldiers, but also warhorses who have no say in their line of work lay down their lives on the battlefield. What steps can a commander take to minimize this loss of life? Adopt new tactics, craft durable armor for the horses, stop riding horses. Craft durable armor.
That is a possibility.
I mean, isn't that what great knights use? They have armor on their horses?
Professor.
Sword and bow, or bow? Oh no. If anything, we would only focus on sword with you. So I say we keep going with what we've got. If it's not broke, we really shouldn't try to fix it. Especially not on Maddening mode. No way. I think we're good where we are. So if this ever loads, we can see how these two do.
We'll do our... Indeed.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
How do you like that?
I like it a lot. I like seeing perfects. All right.
Let this power go unused.
Not bad. So Caspar is A rank in axes. That means A rank in axes and A+ in brawling, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that means I'm pretty sure once we get him to level 30, he'll just automatically be able to become a war master, which is pretty awesome.
I work to grow.
Yeah, the master class war master. I don't know.
Time wasn't wasted.
Hades Omega. That sounds amazing. I don't know what that is, but it sounds dope as heck. Way to go, Lysithea. Also 420 to the next level up. Not bad. Not even bad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Caspar can become a War Master once he hits level 30. So maybe we should try to do that soon. What level is he right now? He is 28 and just under a half. So just over 1.5 levels to go. I wonder what he would get from becoming one. Out of curiosity, let's check his bonuses to see what he would become, or what he would get from being a War Master. Yeah, A for Axe, A for Brawling. He would have 100% chance to pass. Oh, really? He would become slower. I mean, he would become stronger. And I mean, he would only lose 1 point of speed, so I guess I'm being a little bit dramatic. He would lose 3 points of dexterity, though, which could be a bit annoying. Although he would get Fist Fair, Axe Fair, and Crit plus 20, which is kind of dope. Which means he would be able to hit like a truck and have a great chance to crit. Yeah, he would get more res as well. Really, the only downside is 1 point of speed lost, but I mean, overall, I think this is better. Like, for sure. That's 4 extra points of strength, and then he has both Fist Fair and Axe Fair. Yeah, I definitely think we're going to make him into a War Master as soon as we are able. Yeah, it just suits him way too much. I think it's just way too good. It's just way too good. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Dorothea could become a Gremory if we wanted to, and if we got lucky enough, but, you know, I'm not quite sure that that's going to be the case. Who else is 30? Yuritsa, but honestly, Death Knight is perfectly fine for him. I equipped the movement +1 skill that we got recently. I equipped that on him. So now he's got 8 movement, which is amazing, to say the least. And I think we're going to go ahead and make Edelgard into a Fortress Knight. But how much more experience? 31, right. Well, we could still do this right now. We can get the certification, but my gosh, 32 defense. And then she also gets weight -5. So she would pretty much always have 18 speed. Which 18 speed as a Fortress Knight is not bad. But 4 movement. Wait, didn't we decide that ultimately Emperor is just better? So I might not want to make her into a Fortress Knight at all, honestly. I kind of forget. Let me double check. Because if Fortress Knight, or, right. It's 2 points of speed faster. Charm is probably better. Yeah, and it's got 5 movement. And it's still really defensive. Yeah. Okay, right. That's why we didn't do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we decided that. I just kind of forgot about it, to be honest. Mortal Savant. We could actually become this if we wanted to, but we don't. I really don't think we want to, because this actually gives -10 to your speed growth, which, don't ask me why. I think that was a terrible move. When you're dressed like this, and when you have, like, that many swords on your back, and you're just that awesome looking, I really think you should get plus speed growth, not minus speed growth. Or at the very least, leave the speed growth the same. Like, I don't understand why, but this gives -10 to your speed growth. So Byleth's speed growth normally is 45. He has a 45% chance just as a base, a 45% chance to get speed. But if he's in the Mortal Savant class, it is -10 to your speed growth. So then he would only have a 35% chance to get speed, which is still not terrible as a growth rate, but like compared to like Swordmaster or Assassin, where it gives +20, like it's just way worse. And yeah, you can use magic in this class, and you have Black Tome Fair, which means your black magic does quite a bit of damage. I still think the Enlightened one is just a much better class for Byleth. Like Swordmaster is probably like one of the best though, because his growth rates are just ridiculous. Like he has 65% chance to get speed in Swordmaster or Assassin. Speaking of which, I think we're gonna try to get Assassin again. It's an 83% chance. There's no way we messed this up twice, right? Come on, where is it? Okay, good. I was just looking to make sure the thing was still recording. I still am paranoid about that. Video is still recording. So now, if we fail this, it is going to be on video, and you guys can see how unlucky I am. Come on, Byleth, don't you do this to me. Okay, good. Okay, good. We got the music notes rather than like the black fuzzball of defeat and sadness and depression. Good for you. Actually, I shouldn't have made you into that. We're not going to have him be an assassin right now. I mean, it's not bad. It's got a lot of speed. I believe it has 1 point of speed higher than Swordmaster even, which is just ridiculous. But it has less strength growth, which is why Swordmaster is better. Assassin gives like +20 to Dex. So if you need dexterity, that's cool. I mean, we technically need dexterity more than strength if you look at like numerically, like we have less dexterity than strength, but honestly, we just need more strength. And Swordmaster is, stronger, more defense, less movement, I guess, is one thing. But the reason why we wanted to get Assassin is because Assassin has free movement through forests or thickets, as we've seen Felix be able to do before. It's just really good, and especially for the Petra Bernadetta paralogue, if we try it again, or I should say when we get around to trying it again, I do think that I am going to want to be an assassin so that we can move through the thickets very easily. I just think it's much better. And of course it gives... It is, like, only slightly, but it is faster than Swordmaster, so technically, in some situations, it might be a little bit better. But, for now, should we do the quest first? If we do this... Ooh, a new merchant will appear in the marketplace if we do this. I wonder what that new merchant will have. Watch them also have stat-boosting items. That would be pretty wild. That would be pretty amazing, honestly. Darkness beneath the earth. I think that's what we're going to check out. But do we want to do this first? Because if we start the paralogue, we're not going to get much farther than like 1 or 2 turns. But if we do this quest battle, we'll actually be able to finish it and then probably still scope the story of Hubert's paralogue and also like get an idea of how the map's going to play out by like looking at where the enemies are and stuff. So I think we're going to do that. Because I don't think we're going to get 2 paralogues done in this particular time. And we still have until April 26th, this game's equivalent of April 26th. So we don't even have to do it this chapter. So there just has to be some point in time in which we do both Edelgard and Petra and Bernadetta's paralogues, like these two, Insurmountable and Foreign Land and Sky. But our plan for right now is probably to do the Taking Care of Business and the Darkness Beneath the Earth. That'll probably be the 2 things. Although, not both of them in this video, because that would be like a 5-hour video. Not quite that long, but you get the idea. It would be even more ludicrously long than my videos normally are, so I don't think we're going to get to that in this episode, but like I said, we will definitely see what's going on with the paralogue and get an idea of what's going to happen. We're just not going to actually start it. Yeah, sure, I'll replenish those battalions. They are pretty useful after all. Now, who do I want to bring? I guess we can scope the map. I don't think it really matters. A lot of Swordmasters. A lot of Swordmasters. That's pretty much everything, actually. Almost the entirety of this map is just Swordmasters. We got, like, 8 million Swordmasters, 2 Thieves, and 2 Archers. So, sounds to me like a lot of bulky units is what we want to bring. A lot of bulky units, and then that's pretty much it. We're not going to gain a lot of experience from this map, but we will get renown, which is the most important thing. But I do think it is important that for this map specifically, we change to Enlightened 1, because then Byleth can get experience from healing, and that is going to be really good for him. As much as I love Iritza, and as much as we need him to get levels, I don't think bringing him here is the best idea. Just because he's not going to be getting like any experience. Caspar is definitely a good idea. Anyone that's like super high leveled should not come. Well, Dorothea can come because she can dance, but in general, like Edelgard's not going to get much. The only reason Byleth's going to get experience is because I'm just going to have him heal people. And that's going to be the only source of experience. Other than that, everyone coming should be either under level 30 or have a way to heal. Or, like, get experience other than, like, I don't know, traditional ways, I guess. Sylvain, we definitely want to come, because any hit he does works on his riding and his lance, most likely. So that should be good. Bring Hubert. And then for adjutants, I guess we will do Petra and Lysithea. Petra, Lysithea, yeah. Let's do Lysithea with Byleth. And then Petra with Dorothea. Well, actually, you know what? Since we're probably going to be getting a lot of experience with Dorothea, let's actually give her Iritza. Yeah, sorry Petra, but you are level 30, so I'm not too concerned about you. and we just need Yuritsa to get experience more. But he should actually be getting a decent chunk, because if we have Dorothea dance every turn, he'll get some experience from that as well, and that's not nerfed, because that's not related to the level of opponents we're fighting. That's just, are you dancing? That's really all that matters. I probably should have looked at the way this was organized, though, because we do still not want to die. So, yeah, that was a little bit of a mistake. But I do think we can still pull something off here. We can pull off some sort of magic. Yeah, you know, even Byleth's probably going to be taking 1,000,000 damage from these guys. So, yeah, he takes like 44 damage. Yeah, you know, as much as I wanted to bring a certain group of people, this might not be realistic. This might not be that realistic, unfortunately. We might have to try... this is very sad, but we might actually lose this, because dealing with this many sword masters is pretty disgusting. Is there anything more accurate? I guess not. Yeah. We'll definitely try it. But I think I might have screwed up in a major way. Because these guys are going to tear us apart. Yeah, these guys are going to tear us to shreds.
I'm awake.
Thankfully, the Swordmasters don't actually have pass. The Thieves do, but if the Swordmasters did, we would pretty much be done. Really? They have this much dodge as well? That's really unfortunate. Well, it does seem like Hubert might be able to do some things here.
Ready when
1,
you
2,
are.
3, 4, 5. Oh, that's... She's... if only she was a Falcon Knight. But, unfortunately not. So I think we're going to have to take Dorothea. And hope and pray that Hubert can land another thing. I mean, also... do we have... This is super inaccurate anyway. I was like, yeah, since we weakened his defense, you know, maybe we can do this, but... yeah, even this is very low chance to hit, unfortunately. Do these two have a support with each other? Yeah, they have A-rank support, so that's like plus 10. So if we trade... we can't trade her over to Meteor, that's right. Well, whatever. Hey, Hubert actually lands it. Not bad. Yeah, we might actually, unfortunately, have to retreat here on this map, which would be very embarrassing, don't get me wrong. That just shows you, like, how far behind we are, like, of where we should be. I feel like we should definitely be a lot stronger here. But we're not. And that's very sad. So yeah, we're going to actually have to use Byleth for combat, which wasn't my goal. Yeah, we probably should have brought Edelgard and Yuritsa here. I mean, Ferdinand's pretty bulky himself, so I guess we can use him. Yeah, he shouldn't actually be taking that much damage. He's got 32 defense, so yeah, that's only 26.
I do this for
So really not too bad in the grand scheme of things. We could definitely try this. I mean, it depends on how fast they charge us. Ooh, our Crest of Flames just nullified that. Yeah, this definitely depends on how fast they charge us. Because if they're relatively slow, then we'll definitely be able to hold down the fort. But if not, we're done. I think with just the people that came at us, we can actually take them down. Because even though our team is very, very like lacking when it comes to defense and speed, our team is actually like very, very strong offensively, which is like a huge benefit. It's a huge benefit to us. So Byleth's probably gonna have to kill this guy. Unfortunately, yeah, as you can see, we get 5 experience, which If this was any other Fire Emblem game, would be fantastic because we would be 20% or we would be 1/20th of the way to a level up. But unfortunately, this game has scaling experience, so not gonna happen. So yeah, I think we only really need to kill the guy we killed and then the two that are closest to our group. 'Cause yeah, as long as we kill them, we should be pretty good to go. Dang, that does absolutely nothing.
I will not let down my guard.
Why don't I have a javelin on you, Ferdinand? Well, whatever. Let's use good old busted Bernadetta. I really don't want to use Hunter's Volley. That's such a waste. Let's just use regular Iron Bow. This should increase Ferdinand's accuracy, so maybe we can just have him get the kill now. I mean, we can always rewind time, so, like, screw it. We have 10 uses on this tiny little map. So I'm really not too concerned. Maybe I should be a little bit more concerned, but I'm not. And that's just how it is. Do I have... Where's my miasma? Jeez, we could just murder this guy. Oh my gosh. Hubert, I mean, I appreciate the effort, but... Oh my gosh, and you miss. I was trying to go with something accurate so that we would avoid a situation like that, but apparently you don't care. Stop! What is this guy? Why is he dodging everything? Well, it doesn't matter, because I'm pretty sure he's still going to be dead at the end of the day, but, like, it's just still very annoying. Still very annoying. Yeah, with the Tempest Lance, though, this guy is as good as dead.
All for our future.
That was a good amount of experience, actually, too, for Sylvain. Yeah, we can definitely get him a level up here on this map. And then with you, we could Gambit, but that's very inaccurate. So let's just Healing Focus. It's the one really good thing about Caspar, is that he's pretty much a tank for as long as he lives. As long as he's not being overrun, he's just a tank, because he can keep healing himself for free, and I mean, that's just really good. There's really not much else to say about that. Fortunately, Byleth has to stay put. I'm thinking we actually just heal with Dorothea.
Back to the fray.
We don't really have a reason.
I will wield this power with abandon.
He learns counterattack. Wait. Wait a second. We can't check it because he's an adjutant. But wait a second. Is that what I think it is? Is that the ability he usually has when he's an enemy? If so, it's game over. Yuritsa just won this entire rest of the game for us, if that's what happened. Because if that's the case, he can now counter archers, which means we can send him alone into a group where he has to take on a bunch of archers and snipers, and he will be just fine. He'll be just fine. Let's put Ingrid here with a javelin to make Byleth a bit more accurate, because he's definitely struggling in the accuracy department. So he could definitely use the help. And here come even more Swordmasters. Although if we keep choking these points with Caspar and Byleth, and as long as we keep them at full health, we're fine as... Oh, but these guys. But these guys, though, they are no good. Because these guys have pass, which basically takes our defenses and says, well, actually, they don't exist. Because the thing is, if Caspar and Byleth only have to ever take one hit at a time, we win for free. But these guys basically say, well, we can actually run through your defenses and kill everyone that's hiding behind them, and that's GG. Thankfully, Hubert has large reach, also nice 666 needed to level up. I appreciate that, Hubert. That definitely seems very you. You know, I really should almost always have Meteor equipped if I'm not actually going to be... Unless I'm actually going to be attacked. Unless Dorothy is getting attacked, she should always have Meteor equipped, because then she just makes everyone more accurate that she has a support with. Because Meteor has ridiculous range. So, like, both Byleth casts... So Byleth Caspar and Hubert all would be getting boosts here because she has supports with them. And of course, most importantly, right here, oh, well, actually that's the same accuracy, so it doesn't matter. Death T. I don't know what Greek letter that's supposed to be. Is that theta? I don't think that's theta. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe it is just T for theta, and I'm just overthinking things. Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to use a concoction, or not even a concoction. That would be fine. I wouldn't mind if all we had to use was a concoction. I think we're gonna have to use an elixir with Byleth, because Linhardt can only heal... Well, actually, you know what? I guess it depends on how much Caspar can heal himself. We might actually not have to. I kind of just forgot. 27... Oh yeah, he lives. Never mind. We can just have Linhardt heal up Byleth, and then we don't even have to use anything, which is way better. It's infinitely better. Let's just do that then.
What's my strategy?
Is there any way I could give this kill to someone else? I mean, probably Bernadetta, right? We have to use Hunter's Volley, but that also saves... Like, it's a loss of uses of the steel bow, but it's a gain of experience, so I guess it's worth it. Especially if Bernadetta's just going to crit like that, which is pretty awesome, not going to lie. What would be our chances here? Very low. Well, Caspar's not going to kill him anyway, so we might as well just throw a short spear at this guy and chip him down. If nothing else, that's gaining some experience for Sylvain, and also riding experience, which is the most important. Riding experience and lance experience, because we want to make him into a paladin as soon as possible. But now looking at this, actually, even if Caspar does kill this Swordmaster, no one else will be in range to hit him, and that would be fine. But actually, we can just give this kill to Ingrid, and I think that she could definitely use some kills, so we'll give that to her. Don't worry, we will still find a way for Sylvain to get his level up. But yeah, that was totally safe, so I'm not really worried about it. And we're just going to have Byleth chill here. We'll even rally his dexterity to make him extra accurate. And then just chill here with the sword equipped. And we can even heal Ferdinand for some experience. There we go. Finally, Byleth can get some real experience. Because he's not getting anything from these guys. That's for sure. I mean, he's getting sword experience, but that's about it. Alright, looks like the rest of them are coming to play. These archers are going to be a pain. Yeah, these archers are going to be a real pain, now that I'm thinking about it. It's a good thing we've taken care of most of the Swordmasters. My question is, how do we kill these two? Well, let's see. You've got 8 movements, so what we could do is we could have Ferdinand run up and kill this guy, and then have everyone else run away. And I think that's what we're going to have to do.
I may not survive.
You'll be fine, Byleth. Quit worrying. Okay, so I think that's going to be our best bet. Is to run away, because these guys are terrifying. These guys are very terrifying because of the archers. And really only because of the archers, but that is still enough reason for me to be pretty terrified. So we'll use Swift Strikes with Ferdinand to kill this guy. Get him some experience. He's actually getting close to mastering Paladin, which is good, because I believe that gives Aegis as a ability for mastering it, which is pretty great, I'm not going to lie. That's like the chance to have damage from bows and tomes, I believe. Something like that. And that's just obviously really good. Really good ability to have, especially for a defensive unit like Ferdinand. I definitely think that's good to have. Okay, so who do I want to have bait in this guy? Probably Ferdinand himself. Because, looking at it, actually maybe Sylvain. Sylvain can reach, but can he live is the question. It's the more important question. 45 times 2, that is 21 times 2, so 42. Sylvain lives just fine. We use the Steel Lance, and, I mean, I guess we could rally his dexterity to make it more likely that he lands the hit. I don't really see why not. We'll use Recover because that should probably give more experience than a regular heal would. And get everyone else moved in here. Alright, cool. So we should definitely be able to get Sylvain a level up here, if nothing else. Oh, well, never mind. We get crit. Well, goodbye, Sylvain. Only temporarily, though. Don't worry, it'll just only make me have to redo most of my last turn and come up with a new idea of what I want to do. I hate 4% crits, guys. I mean, who doesn't, though, right? Is there anyone... Or, I mean, would Ferdinand live 1 crit? I guess that's my question. Would he live 1 crit? I mean, if we put him in these... in the thicket, maybe? Or is there any... 'Cause actually, Ferdinand should have a less chance to get crit, because he's got 21 luck versus Sylvain's 15 luck. I mean, it says this guy has 26 crit, but he did not have 11 crit on Sylvain, so I don't know how it's determined. But I guess we'll just have Ferdinand bait him in, and then we'll have Sylvain get the kill or something like that.
I'll cut a bloody path.
Yeah, calm down, Hubert. Calm down. We know that you are a bloodthirsty man, but no need to go overboard, okay? Alright, no, this guy still has a 5% chance to crit. Why did Sylvain have, like, only a 4% chance to get crit, then? I'm confused. Well, this is still fine if we... go back further, like, to the very beginning of everything. Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Attack. Which means... Wait, no, these guys only have 5 movement. That's... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attack. Byleth here. Taskbar here. Whoops, not that far. Alright, cool. Actually, no, we don't want to use Healing Focus.
I may not survive.
And let's use Recover this time, because that's actually smarter, because that's more experience.
Ready for anything.
Alright, but yeah, doing this makes it so that...
a boon for our future.
Byleth is next to Ferdinand this time, which gives him an extra 3 defense. I believe it's 3. Yes, extra 3 defense, so now he's got 35. So it's 2 10s, and if one of them crits,
I do this for all of us.
Ferdinand still lives, which is what we need.
What's the plan?
In fact, it's really all we need, so... yeah. Anyway, now I guess we'll just dance for Hubert, have him use another Recover, just to get a lot of experience for him. We can warp... we can warp Caspar the extreme distance of 1 space. Just for some experience, of course, and then move everyone else on the outskirts of the danger area. And now this time, even if Ferdinand gets crit once, he will live, which is all we really need. He doesn't get crit this time. But yeah, this should be Aegis. It is. Perfect. That's a really good ability, and that should definitely come in handy, I would think. Alright, now we just have to figure out how to kill these archers, and then we should be good to go. I'm thinking Hubert, dance for Hubert, Hubert again. That would be my best guess, because these guys probably, yeah, these guys are very weak because they're just archers, they're not snipers. So much less avoidance, much less resistance than if they were snipers, which makes them very easy to just pick off like this. These guys were scary, but thankfully we let them come to us instead of us going to them, so that made it much easier to deal with. So now we just have to figure out a way to give this to Sylvain, and then we'll be golden. So we just need to do 10 damage. I'm sure, yeah, Bernadetta can do 12.
What's my
And
strategy?
actually, we probably don't even need to use a combat art if we
Back to the fray.
put Byleth here, use Recover to get some experience. And now we should be, yeah, perfect. Right at 16. Stab this guy and his existence, and a level up for Sylvain.
That took too much effort.
You know, I mean, it could have been better, but I'll definitely take HP strength. Not too terrible. I've kind of given up on speed for most units at this point. Like, really, unless you're like Byleth, Yuritsa, or Petra, I've pretty much given up on speed. Or I guess Felix as well. Like, unless you're at 30 speed or higher, I've pretty much given up on your speed. Byleth doesn't have 30 speed, but that's only because he's in the Enlightened One class. If he was in Swordmaster or Thief, Assassin, he would have more than that, so he does fall into the category. And of course, I don't know, he's bound to get more level ups than most of our other units, so he's got more opportunity to get speed. Thankfully for him. So yeah, I guess we'll have Ferdinand and Caspar bait again. Hopefully there aren't any more crit shenanigans, so that we can just all have a peaceful rest of this map. We'll warp Ingrid because that's more experience for Linhardt. And I mean, more experience for Linhardt is sounds good to me. Sounds amazing. Please don't you do it. Thank you for not critting me. Now we just have to hope Caspar doesn't get crit. Oh, actually they have no chance to crit him. I don't know why. Does he just have a lot of luck or something, maybe? What's his luck stat? 19. I don't know why exactly. Oh, I see. Crit avoid plus 10 when brawling. Oh. Ferdinand does not have Lance Prowess equipped. That's why he had so much more chance to get crit. Or I guess that's why he had more of a chance to get crit than Sylvain, even though he actually had more luck than Sylvain did. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't get it at first, but now it makes sense. Okay, so now we just got to clean these guys up, and then we will be good to go check out Hubert's paralogue. So is anyone else even remotely close to level up? Hubert is. If we gave him the boss kill, that would be something we could do to probably give him a level up. What I'm going to do first, though, is make sure that we are maximizing our opportunity to get experience with Byleth. Ooh.
All this power just to survive.
Okay, maybe Dorothy is trying to make the case about speed. I appreciate it. I definitely do. She still has that speed ring, which she probably shouldn't. She's trying to make the case, because 24 speed is, like, on the outskirts of being useful. Is there a way we can give this to Ingrid? Yes. I feel like at this point it's like if we have the chance to give Ingrid a kill, we just give Ingrid a kill, because I want her to be good. It's probably not a good idea to try to, you know, force her to be good, but, you know, I want to make something happen, you know? So, anyway, let's heal up Ferdinand so that he can do damage to this guy. So we want to soften him up for good old Hubert to try to give him the kill. There's a chance we get crit here. Let's just hope we don't. We get the Crest of Keyhole, which actually makes it so we don't take a counterattack, so that's even better. And now we're also standing next to Byleth, so this should definitely be a kill. Is there anything more accurate than Miasma? Does not look like there is, so let's just use Miasma. Well, thankfully we can just undo that. Pretend as though it never happened.
I'm awake.
And instead we will just heal up Caspar that turn.
I'll cut a bloody path.
And now maybe we'll hit... Yeah.
Did you think I'd
Manipulating the game for the win. Yeah, Hubert I've definitely given up on speed. And it seems he's given up on it too, but magic resistance, not even bad. Really all I need on him is magic for him to be relevant, especially because he can hit from 3 away. I mean, that's just like That's all I really need from him. I'd prefer it if he could actually get some dexterity, because he has really bad hit rates, but, you know, I guess I can't complain too much.
I do this for all of us.
I don't even know if we're going to be able to win on this turn. We don't really have enough firepower. But I guess that's fine. We'll let Caspar tank for another turn, unless he decides that he wants to get crit this time, which would suck. Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. He can't get crit because I forgot. He can't get crit because he's got Brawling Prowess equipped, which is really good for us. Speaking of which, I should probably give this kill to him, because I was just talking about the fact that he's getting close to a promotion that would really help him out. So
what's my
I
strategy?
definitely think we're going to do that. But first of all, let's make sure we are capitalizing with Byleth here. So yeah, let's do that. We're out of recovers, actually, so I guess let's just use a regular heal onto Caspar. And we actually level up our faith into A.
Experience is critical.
And we learned Aura. Oh, that's really good. Actually, that's probably our strongest magic we have. I mean, unless Bolganone is stronger. No, Aura is actually just stronger than Bolganone. It has less accuracy, but it does have a good chance to crit. It's got a built-in 20% chance to crit, which is why those dang Holy Knights or whatever that we faced before were really annoying. But now we get to turn the tables on them and actually use Aura, so long as we're in the Enlightened 1 class. But yeah, not bad. So yeah, it seems we were actually able to get him to A rank Faith just through this map alone. Even though we didn't have as much opportunity to grind for it in the monastery as I would have hoped. But anyways, let's just chuck another spear into this guy's groin, and then Caspar will finish it up, and then we shall move on to checking out Hubert's paralogue, which is probably what most of you are more interested in here. I mean, yeah, I don't know, I guess this is for a quest battle, so at least there's that. So we get renown just from doing the battle, and then I believe we'll get more renown once we actually, like, say, hey, Hubert, we completed this thing, and then we also get a merchant from it. So I guess it's not a bad quest battle to do. It's just, I feel like more people would be more interested in one of these paralogs. But hey, at least we managed to beat it anyway, even though those swordmasters were pretty terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. They were pretty scary, but I do think this is the one we want to check out, so let's do it. Darkness Beneath the Earth. Hubert reveals some of his thoughts about the mysterious power aiding the Empire with strange technology. As fate would have it, a visitor chooses that moment to arrive. Suggested level 33, so same suggested level as Bernadetta and Petra's paralogs, so still probably going to be pretty hard, but as long as it's doable, I'll be happy. That's really all that matters to me. So let's check it out, see what's going, see what these secret things are that Hubert
Professor,
is learning about.
You're here.
You send for me?
No. But while you are here, you may as well listen. I am sure you recall hearing about Kranya, Solon, and Lord Arundel.
I do. I remember seeing them with my own eyes. Arendell was that one, like, the one dude we saw, like, one time, I believe. I believe we saw him only once, Lord Arundel. That's Edelgard's uncle, I believe. Anyway, we saw him only once, and it was when the Flame Emperor was talking to him. He was like, you may have the Death Knight and do with him as you please, or whatever. But then we never saw him again, which is kind of strange. I believe you see him again if you're playing the Blue Lions route, but not if you're playing the Black Eagles route, which I think is kind of strange, but anyway. Yes, I do remember them.
Their true identities. I want to know their origins, their numbers, their base of operations, their plans.
Lord Arundel as well? I mean, he didn't look as messed up as those guys did, but I guess he is probably working with them.
I want to know where they acquired their dark powers, how they disguise themselves. Many intriguing mysteries surround these people. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, I would agree.
I have a name for them. Those who slither in the dark.
Oh, so you're the one that came up with that name. Yeah, I thought it was weird that I could just randomly see, Like, whenever I look at them, like, above them is just this random title that says "Those Who Slither in the Dark." You know, I've been seeing that, you know, for the past every single time we fought them, but you know, I never knew where it came from, and you know, now I know it was Hubert that came up with that brilliant name. So that's interesting.
Lord Hubert, pardon me, but Lord Arundel is at the monastery.
Oh, speak of the devil, we're gonna see him again.
He says he wants to discuss something with you and is waiting in the reception hall.
Speaking of, Professor, would you come along?
I would be delighted to, Hubert.
I have something I must request of you.
And there he is, Lord Arundel. So yeah, we saw him talking with the Flame Emperor, aka Edelgard, a long time ago. Like, I believe that we saw that like chapter 3, chapter 4 or something. It was like very, very early on. And then we just like never saw him again. But now we are, which I guess is a good thing, because it would be kind of strange if we just never saw him again, especially because he's such an important force in the Empire.
Request? That is an unusual word choice. A request by definition can be refused. But if you have orders, Regent, I will follow them.
Such a reaction before you even hear me out. Very well. One of my subordinates was conducting experiments in the sealed forest. The demonic beast he was using ran wild and has created something of a situation. Take care of it.
Why can't you take care of it, though? Is my question. Or the subordinates? Are they just too weak or something?
Experiments, you say? Very well. I will set out at once. Professor, will you assist?
Yes. I mean,
thank you for your
I have no reason not to.
It is a great help.
Nah, Hubert, go out into the woods and face off against that demonic beast all by yourself, especially on Maddening mode. I'm sure everything will go well. I will just leave it all to you. Nah, you need me. Let's be honest, Hubert. If you weren't going there with me, Yuritsa, Edelgard, and some of the others, you would just be screwed. You would have no chance to survive. So let's not even act like it's a request. It's you begging on your knees. Well, either that or, I guess you could call it a request, but the alternative is your death, so I would think you would be a little bit more caring about it. Oh, this is a very... Okay, this is a... Oh, I think this is the same exact map. Oh, we have a mysterious mage on our side. Holy crap, this guy is actually not terrible. I mean, he's terrible in the fact that he's got, like, no speed, but he's actually fairly bulky and does decent damage. I wouldn't be surprised if he still gets absolutely mollywopped by this guy, though. 47 times 2, that's... No, actually, he lives. You know, this actually doesn't look terrible, but every time I say that, it's way worse than I thought. Every time I say, hey, this actually doesn't look too bad, is when it actually ends up being incredibly horrible. But all things considered, like, it really doesn't look as bad as the Petra Bernadetta one. As of right now. I could definitely be wrong, though. I could absolutely be wrong about that. I will say, though, these guys don't seem to have that much HP. I mean, they've got, like, 3 bars, but they don't have that much, like, HP statistically. These guys have a decent amount, but 86 on demonic beasts at this point in the game really isn't all that much. Yeah, how many of these are there? There's only like 6 of them? There's 6 of these guys. There are 5 allies. And there is a treasure chest. Victory condition, rout the enemy, defeat Byleth, Edelgard, or Hubert falls in battle. But we don't have to do anything with the ally units. I would assume we get rewards if we save a bunch of them. But it doesn't seem like an absolute necessity. And these guys do seem capable of taking at least 1 hit, which I am very appreciative of. I mean, I guess I don't know. 42, yeah, that's... Yeah. Yeah, they do seem capable of taking at least 1 hit. So that's definitely better than I was expecting. These guys are horrifying, though, with their attack speed. 34 attack speed, my gosh. Thankfully, they don't have that much strength, but still. You know, though, I think we could actually make it so that Bernadetta could take a hit. Yeah, if we gave her a steel shield, we could actually make it so she could run in and take a hit. It's 42 times 2. And if we have 23 protection, we would only take 38 damage from it. Anything less, and we would take 40 or more, but I'm pretty sure we can actually just make it so that all of our units can take at least one hit from, at least from the 42 attack guys. I'm not sure about the 47 attack guys. If we don't get doubled, we are able to take a hit with pretty much anyone. But other than that, I'm not sure. But I guess, that aside, let's decide on who we're bringing. So we're definitely bringing Bernadetta because some of these are flying. And I do think that having her would be a huge benefit to us. I'd say let's put away this silver bow. This is kind of weakened. And then let's give her... Do we have a spare steel shield? Hexlock shield, that's 2 protection. Aurora Shield grants divine protection from projectiles. And that actually gives... And that actually weighs nothing. I mean, I know technically it would be better used on a flyer. It would technically be better used on a flyer, but, like, we don't have any reason to actually put it on a flyer, especially not this map. Well, specifically this map, I guess. I mean, Petra could use it sometimes, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see it being useful on Petra's... gosh, Ingrid! Man, I couldn't think of her name for some reason. I could definitely see it being useful on Ingrid occasionally, but on this map there aren't any arrow users, so even if we do bring Ingrid, it's not like she'll suffer from not having it. But anyways, yeah. So we're bringing Byleth and Hubert, guaranteed. Bernadetta, Dorothea for dancing. Linhardt for healing. Felix can use bows. Caspar, we want to get leveled up. I'd say we're probably not going to bring Ingrid regularly. We can probably bring her as an adjutant. She just doesn't deal enough damage to warrant bringing her. Felix, like I said, he does have those bows. I want to bring Sylvain so he can get experience. Although if I put him with, like, Yuritsa... If I bring Yuritsa and then put Sylvain with Yuritsa, that would probably just... I mean, that might even be better for Sylvain. Although I don't know for sure, especially because he's got that experience gem. I feel like bringing him might be pretty useful. Who would I want to sit out, basically, for... Because I want to bring Edelgard and Yuritsa, so we need to find 2 people to sit out. I mean, I guess... Well, Ferdinand does more damage than Sylvain. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll just bring Sylvain as an adjutant. I guess we're not really trying to get him to level 30. We're just trying to get him skill experience anyway, so he should still be able to get some good stuff if he's paired up with Yuritsa or Byleth. And Ferdinand's just better, so... At least for right now, Ferdinand is just better than Sylvain. So we're bringing Ferdinand. And then who do I want to have sit out for Edelgard? Is the last question. Wait, why is Ingrid selected? I already said we're not bringing Ingrid. So I guess that makes it easy. Right. So just double check. These are who we're bringing. And then I guess out of Petra, Lysithea, Ingrid, and Sylvain, I probably would want to do Ingrid and Sylvain. Petra can already handle herself. I mean, more experience on her would never be bad. Well, I guess I should probably bring her instead of Felix, because there's really no reason. Because, I mean, she's just strictly better, and, I mean, she also has bows. She's just better to work with, especially because she has a paralogue coming up that she's required in. So I think she's just strictly better than Felix. I mean, she also has more HP and more strength. Or maybe not strength, because Lone Wolf. And just in general, my gosh, Felix actually is pretty strong. But she has more defense. So she's just more durable in general. So, although if we're being completely, unbiased here, Felix is probably better than Ingrid. So I think we'll put Felix with Byleth and then Sylvain with Yuritsa. If we had more deployment spots, I would definitely want to bring more people, but for now, I think this is going to be how it is. Yeah. So Lysithea and Ingrid are going to have to chill and sit this one out, I think. But, yeah, that is going to do it for today. We're going to check out this paralogue in the next episode. It doesn't look too terrible on paper. It might end up being terrible. I'm not sure. I hope not, but who really can say at this point? Yeah, I really don't know. One thing I do know is that we are going to, for sure, change Byleth back into Swordmaster class. We would much rather have him get this next level up in Swordmaster. Much better chance for him to get the stats we want him to get. And then... Ooh, also, we don't have a thief, do we? I kind of want a thief on this map because I want to get that treasure chest at some point. I'll probably forget about it anyway. Do we have a chest key in the convoy or something? If we have a chest key, I'm not going to be too worried about it. Or can we buy a chest key? We have a chest key anyway. Out of curiosity, can we buy chest keys before we wrap this up? I am interested. Can you buy chest keys? You definitely can, so I feel like we should buy a few of these. I feel like it's definitely important to have some of these lying around. And then who do I want to give a chest key to, I guess? Well, first of all, let's store that bullion. I guess we could just give it to Yuritsa for the time being. Well, no. If anything, Ferdinand's the horse more likely to run toward the chest than Yuritsa, because Yuritsa is probably almost always going to be attacking or positioned so he can take a hit. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for... Well, I guess we could figure out... We could figure out where we want people to be first. Yeah, we don't need Edelgard and Yuritsa and Caspar all in the same area because they can all take hits. So let's put Yuritsa up here and take Dorothea. Those three can chill there. Yeah, I guess we have... I don't know. Yeah, sure, this'll be fine, I guess. Yeah, so that'll do it. Once for all, that is going to be it for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, even though we didn't get too much done, like progression-wise, but we did get quite a few things sorted out to help us moving forward. We got Byleth to B rank Reason and A rank Faith, so that was pretty cool. He's definitely constantly improving. Definitely a great unit. But Yuritsa is no slouch either, of course. I don't know. It's gonna be one of those two that ends up being like the MVP of this series. I mean, Byleth definitely has a head start because he's been with us from the beginning, but he really didn't pick up steam until right before the end of part 1 anyway, so yeah, I'm not sure who I think is better of the two. I think Yuritsa is definitely more important right now, though, just because he's got more defense, more strength, and he has more movement, so he's pretty much better in most of the key ways, but who knows, maybe Byleth will surprise us yet and become even better, but anyways, that will be something we figure out as we finish out the game, of course. Definitely not anytime soon will that be resolved, but yeah, in the next episode we will check on this paralogue here. It doesn't look too terrible from the get-go. If there are reinforcements with even more demonic beasts, that sounds like something that would make a lot more sense and would definitely require me to try a lot harder and be much more intentional about how I'm doing things. But as of right now, I think we are looking pretty good. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. It really helps out the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. If you guys want to, you can check out my Twitter in the description. Follow me there. I usually post a tweet whenever I upload a video, so if you want another way of knowing when I post videos, there's that. I mean, I occasionally might post something else, but I don't know. I'm not... I don't use Twitter a whole lot, so... I don't know, that's just not me, but you can definitely feel free to follow me there if you would like. And then, of course... I don't know. Actually, of course, I don't know. Yeah, I think I had something I was going to say, and then I just lost it, but whatever. Yeah, like I said... that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace!